Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital inspection here for a homeowner out in the El Cajon area. We like to do these inspections to outline the current conditions of the roof and then provide any recommended action or recommended repairs. This is a home was built in the mid 80s, I believe, so this is very much, well, it could be the original tile, but there has been a lift and relay roofing project done at some point where they replaced the underlayment on this roof and reused as much tile as they could, and then brought in a Ponderosa flat tile and they put on it on the back side. I'll show you that, but just like to start here at the edge where you can kind of see some of the fascia boards that have some sun damage, some wood rot, and I can tell there's been a termite company that's come out and kind of banged on this wood. You can kind of see a red mark that they usually mark here, indicating some termite damage right here. We replace this during a roofing project, and then and then the customer indicated, as we can see, there's no drip edge around the house. They didn't do the drip edge metal when they did the lift and reset, which is the one thing I think they skipped out on, because everything else kind of seems to code, and the homeowner put a little section of the 2-inch drip edge here on the front section. But this is really what you want to see, just transitions water directly off, doesn't hit the wood. It's a concrete flat tile roof, and this type of roof typically lasts the longest because it cinches together on itself the best. And we can see there's a nice stagger to it, and then pulled a couple tiles on the roof just to look at the underlayment. And the tile's very sturdy, and sometimes you're concerned with the quality of the tile and if it starts to break or whatnot. We can see the 2 layers, the 30-pound felt. Now we use 40-pound. You see a roofing nail that was used right here. You can still see the chalk lines. Paper's in fairly good condition. Valleys have a nice width to them, about 3-4 inches. I am a little concerned with the direction of this one. We have a little bit of a scawampus kind of valley right here, and you know, the tile and the tile line's a little unconventional, and you can see how something like this, where debris can kind of build up, it'll kind of push water out on the side. So could lead to premature kind of leaking of this roof. And then we can see another section of underlayment right here. You know, fairly good conditions, can still see the chalk line, 2 layers of the 30-pound. And then if we get up on the ridge here, typically like to see low profile O'Hagan vents near the ridge line for flat tile. And this just allows for, you know, hot air to kind of get to the ridge of the attic and then kind of release. But you can see how there's a different style of Ponderosa tile. The flat tile is all put on the front section, but the Ponderosa kind of has the lines in it. And then it also has like the weathered chips right here. So yeah, there's a good section of it that was put on the backside here. We have a solar tube right there, cricket on the chimney, which is great. Paper on the backside looks good too. And then a couple of these vents over here, these penetration vents, you need to be resealed. You can see cracking that kind of starts to occur around them right here. So yeah, the roof's in good condition. I mean, it's there was a little bit of workmanship error, I would say, on not installing a drip edge, and then the installation of this valley right here is just going to probably cause premature leaking, kind of where the homeowner is seeing it in his garage. So yeah, I'm going to put these tiles back. I guess the necessary repairs would be to add the drip edge, kind of add that scope, clean up this valley, reseal the penetrations, kind of tune up, do maintenance to this roof, clean up the valleys and everything, get the debris out of the gutters. So that's going to be the package we're going to kind of recommend, and we'll write that up. And then additionally, if homeowners interested in taking advantage of the tax credit before the end of the year, we can install solar on this roof. But with proper maintenance, you're going to get another 10 to 15 years out of it.